Morning, senior management team of Health Services Software. I am Randall Paul from Hogwarts Consultancy Firm. Today we'll be discussing the recommended pricing strategies for each service line. As seen on slide, there are various pricing strategies that companies use to price their products. Since we do not have the relevant information of value-based pricing and economic value pricing, it is recommended not to use the strategies. Cost plus pricing is the price calculated by adding a markup cost. Neither value-based pricing nor economic value pricing considers the actual cost of production. Straightforward is a very straightforward method for setting prices if there isn't time and resources for market analysis. The formula is price equals to cost plus the markup percentage multiplied by the cost. Absorption costing includes variable costs as well as fixed costs. Variable costing only considers variable costing. The recommended pricing strategy for software development will be cost plus pricing using variable costing. This is because the normal industry for the markup for medical software is relatively high of 100 to 300%. It is reasonable to use the variable cost because the markup will help cover the total cost of the software. Advantages of using variable costing is that it does not obscure the cost behavior pattern by unitizing fixed cost. It's used for management decision makings in the future if HSS decides to make a technical pricing decision regarding competitors' actions in the market. The recommended pricing strategy for professional services will be cost plus pricing regarding variable costing. This is because the norm in the industry for the markup is sufficient enough to cover the absorption cost of $107,000 from the overhead application method in our first report regarding cost allocation. Because of this, absorption costing is not required as the price will be more expensive if absorption costing is used. For special projects, the same is applied as we recommend variable costing. This is because the normal industry for the markup is relatively high of 200%. This is high enough to cover the absorption cost of $15,000. There are considerations that I will recommend HSS to consider since the competition for medical software is increasing in the market for software licenses. In particular, the markup percentage should not be set at its maximum as this will set prices to be higher than their competitors. For example, even though the markup percentage is reduced to 50%, for example, HSS will continue to have a profit margin for their software licensing. This is important if HSS is to compete with other firms, especially in the department of large hospital customers. Thank you for listening.